What is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? Phil Nagy on Sports joining you here. It is week number 8. It's a big matchup. The Browns headed out to the Pacific Northwest. PJ Walker under center yet again. Amari Cooper, he'll be his top target, of course. And that vaunted Browns defense trying to go to 5-2, stacking wins on wins. So they're going to take their show out here to the Pacific Northwest, of course, dealing with the injury bug, not just Watson, but also Jerome Ford out. So expect to see some Pierre Strong in the backfield with Kareem Hunt, who I think will play this week. I haven't gotten a full determination on that. We've got to do it now before we get the final word on a couple of those guys. So once again, I'm out of town for the weekend, so Kit will call this one for you guys. Enjoy Geno Smith, Pete Carroll area, and the Seattle Seahawks here, home of the 12th man against our beloved Cleveland Browns. Appreciate all of our subscribers. You guys are the very best. Hope that you enjoy this one. And I will pass the microphone off to Kit at this point. Go Browns!
Yeah, go Browns indeed. Thanks, Phil. Hope you're enjoying yourself there on your little mini trip here. And, or actually, I think you're on the travel day today, so on his way out. But welcome in, Mitchell. And, of course, always happy to deliver, kicking it off with a bang here with our Browns at Seattle Week 8 game. A big matchup, as Phil already mentioned. So here we go. Seahawks will have the ball first. Geno Smith. Here's a look at his season there. 1,170 yards, 14 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Very good season so far. Of course, both these teams 4-2 coming into this game. Obviously, a lot of injuries that are impacting both sides. But a big matchup here. Geno Smith trying to scramble it out of the way. He can't get out of there as Obo Okoronkwo is going to get home for a sack on the first snap of the ball game. Demolition Dogs showed up for this one. Welcome in, Karen. Go Browns, Cavs, Guardians, and Buckeyes. Geno Smith now for his second snap out to the right side and just missed. Just could not find his target there. A little high or behind. I'm not sure who he was trying to get it to, but 3rd and 20 either way. Now pressure coming, trying to set up a screen, and pressure affected, it looks like. Shelby Harris got in there, and that one dumped short, so a very quick 3 and out after the Obo Okoronkwo sack to open up the ball game, and the Seahawks will punt. So, Browns going to have their first drive of the ball game here. Their first possession. There's a look at PJ Walker. Obviously, he was not nearly that good in his time, but with the real Browns. But a lot more interceptions to his record so far. Is this a quick RPO out to that side? It hits Elijah Moore out there, but it goes for no gain. 2nd and 10. Now coming up in a pistol look, PJ Walker has the snap. 4-man rush, well maintained, and then out to the Chief out on the outside. And David Njoku has 13 yards and a first down. Now a bunch formation to his left, out of the gun. Throwing it out to the left side and just airing it past Elijah Moore. Could not connect. And 2nd and 10 is the result. Now PJ back to pass over the middle. Got a wide open Amari Cooper. And a big strike downfield there as Amari just settled in the window of the zone. And a great throw from PJ Walker to put it on and get them down to the 26-yard line. PJ out of the gun. Working up in the pocket. Now he's just going to take off to the 20, to the 15, and tackled at the 14-yard line. So the Browns in business here in the red zone on the 14-yard line here. They can get a first down at the 4. Well, handoff goes to Charlie Strong. Kareem Hunt. And Kareem Hunt's going to carry it down to get that first down that we mentioned, down to the 3. So 1st and goal from the 3 now for the Browns. Seahawks come out in the goal line set. PJ Walker hands it off to Strong. Strong breaks a tackle down to the outside to the one into the end zone. Touchdown, Browns. So the Browns march it down the field and punch it into the end zone with a nice perimeter run there from Strong. After breaking the tackle in the backfield and then a stiff arm and it into the end zone for the opening points of this one. What a drive that was as the Browns came to play. Hopkins' kick is up. Kick is good. So 7-0 the score line. So Geno Smith come out in an I formation here, is going to hand it off. Walker's got the ball and is going to get out to the 24. Hey, Don, welcome in. That'll bring up a 2nd and 5 now for the Seahawks. It was. You're right. Now over the middle, incomplete. In coverage, there is Delpit with a nice play on the receiver. 3rd and 5. Geno Smith out of the gun. 4-man rush. He's going to throw it and knocked out of his hands. And Geno Smith now 0 for 4. Not a good start for him. Noah Fant couldn't hold on to that one. Looked like Denzel Ward might have gotten his hand in there and able to knock it away. And another 3 and out for these Seahawks as they are forced to punt yet again. Handoff, faking the handoff to Strong, and an option keeper still blown up for a loss. As PJ Walker couldn't get away. Bring up a 2nd and 12. Hey Keith, welcome in, good evening. Out of the pistol. Little handoff, goes to Strong. Strong with some yardage and then break. Oh, fumble's out! I don't know, that seemed awfully late. Awfully late, so we're going to get another look at this and see if Pierre Strong did fumble or not. But, oh no, knee's way down. Yeah, that's not a fumble. This will get reviewed and turned over. This certainly should be overturned. We'll see here. There's the review. And as we take another look at this out, you'll see his knee is certainly down before that ball starts to come out. Knee down, ball out. That was not the greatest look at it, but here we go again. Knee down, ball out. The ground really caused the fumble there. So I'd have to imagine the Browns will retain possession, and they do. 3rd and 4. Nice little run. Coming out of that 2nd and 12. Now working up in the pocket, he's going to take off. And that is going to get him up to the 45-yard line. PJ Walker with a nice pocket presence today. That's the 2nd time he's worked up in the pocket, realized that he didn't have anything downfield and just took off with the ball. So good work for him so far in the early goings to this one. And a little RPO look goes out to David Njoku. And that will pick up 5 on the quick toss to the perimeter. Taking the handoff, play action downfield, got him in. That's Elijah Moore. Wide open to PJ Walker. Now 5 of 6, absolutely throwing dimes downfield. That one of them. A really nice throw as the play action sucked up the defense Elijah Moore had some space to work in. From under center. Walker, handoff, goes to Strong. Strong's got a hole, and he's down to the 5. Nice effort there from Pierre Strong, finding some space. And now back into the red zone on a 1st and goal from the 5 are the Browns. Handoff goes to Kareem Hunt, cuts back, he's to the 2, call it the 1-yard line. Thought for a moment he might poke it in there. But a 2nd and goal now from the 1. Hey! Welcome in from the Atlanta airport, Phil. Hope your travels are safe. And that was a touchdown for the Browns. What a strike on the slant goes to Elijah Moore. And he does a little dance there with the Chief as they celebrate the touchdown. That was a nice little strike. Really soft coverage on the slant. Look at him stand back a 4 or 5 yards off. Just like, I don't know what you're doing. You got to defend the end zone there. The soft zone cover, or the soft coverage, really you can't afford it. Can't give him that kind of cushion there as he stood off a good 4 or 5 yards off of the man, and it made the slant all too easy. From what I can tell, it seems he's recovering pretty well. Everything I've heard and seen done for David Njoku and his recovery from the burns. He's played well for us, even with those burns the 2 weeks that he's played with them. So he has done pretty well in spite of all of that. 1st and 10 now. Geno Smith out to the left side. He's got a man complete, and that one will go for 6. The first completion of the day goes to Jackson Smith and Jigba. Go Bucks. But Geno Smith with only 1 completion to his credit so far in this game. 2nd and 4. Pass goes downfield. There's his 2nd. And that one once again goes to Jackson Smith and Jigba, as the rookie seems to have gotten Geno Smith a bit out of his funk here. Hey, Aaron, welcome in. Let's go. I agree. There's a big TFL there coming off the edge was Grant Delpit, and he just buries the ball carrier for a loss of 2. Snap is back. 4-man rush pocket, collapsing, and a big sack. Michi at the quarterback. We had Ziogo Okoronkwo and Shelby Harris in there. All of them meeting at the quarterback. Actually, no, Myles Garrett was the 3rd. They showed the wrong number there. I thought it was Myles Garrett and Z and Okoronkwo. So all of your edge defenders, your premier name edge defenders there meeting at the quarterback. I'm not sure how they're going to score that one. Probably Miles, if anyone, going to get credit. Is that another sack coming in? A big-time defensive tackle sack from DT getting in there. And Dalvin Tomlinson shuts this drive down. And now a 4th and 29 will force the Seahawks to punt as they just go backwards, and they're going to get a running into the kicker call. Maybe no flag, actually. Thought for a minute they might get a flag on that, as you saw some action from the kicker, who rocked backwards as somebody, I didn't catch who, but somebody ran into him, looked like. Yeah, that certainly is, Don, so credit to him for playing so well in spite of all of that. As that is complete. Speak of the devil, there's the Chief, burns and all, and he picks up 7. His 3rd reception of the ball game, 25 yards to his credit. Seahawks. Yes, that. Pierre Strong, the ball carrier. He's going to pick up all but 1. So that will be where they're at. 3rd and 1 now. Pistol look. Trips to his left. Right at midfield. Fakes the handoff to Pierre. Then throws it out to the right side. He's got it complete. There's the Chief again. And another 1st down achieved. Hey, Chris G, welcome in. Glad to have you. Phil is sitting in the Atlanta airport on his travels. He is headed down for a little bit of vacation time, as he's got a completion. I don't remember. Phil, where did you say you were headed? I can't remember where you said you were going. Like Nashville, maybe, or somewhere. It's a 1st and 10 from under center. PJ Walker. Full 7-step drop, and he just misses out there. Hey, welcome in, Mason. Glad to have you in. So we bring Browns-Seattle action here. It's been a fun game so far for the Browns, who have been way more productive. That probably, actually for certainly their least productive play of the ball game. That one, a big sack, brings up 3rd and 21. Out of the gun now. P.J. Walker scrambling out of the pocket, and he's just going to take off with the ball. No, he's going to look to throw and throws it away. Interesting. I thought he should have ran with that. And instead of 4th and 21, I guess you had a long way to go if you're going to take off with it. So looking to try to convert downfield is probably the better option. But he did have some room to work with. And perhaps could have gotten them into field goal range, which is why I felt like he probably could have taken off, maybe should have. But elects not to. They end up with a punt instead, and the ball goes out at the 18, which is where the Seahawks will take over. Geno Smith working out of the pocket, pressure in his face, throws it downfield and gets it complete somehow. Tyler Lockett, the receiver, 23 yards on the pickup, and MJ Emerson in coverage. Obo Okoronkwo right there. But Lockett was just waiting on that one with nobody really near him. Yes, we do have the games of the week already pre-recorded. Phil would be able to tell you what those are. He told me what they were, and I don't remember. I'd have to look. Hold on, I'm sure I can tell you. Looks like they are the Cincinnati-San Francisco game and the Pittsburgh-Jacksonville game. So I'll look to get those to you here. Probably one tomorrow and one Saturday is probably what's likely. Probably one a day till game day. Geno firing downfield, got him in, complete to Metcalf. Just over the outstretched fingertips of the defender. Believe that was the linebacker playing for Taki. Tony Fields. Geno Smith now got it complete to his tight end. And this the best drive easily for the Seahawks. That one complete to Parkinson. It's a 2-yard pickup. They should be. Obviously, I haven't seen them yet, so I don't really know. But this one down to the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. That one, Noah Fant, the tight end on the touchdown. And the Seahawks capitalize on their productive drive here as they found a way to move the ball nicely. A few miscommunications on the defensive fronts and then finding some mismatches they liked. Tight ends on safeties and also on linebackers or really DK Metcalf on a linebacker is really the matchup that they took big advantage of earlier in the drive. So now 14-7 here in Seattle. P.J. Walker out of a pistol look. Handoff goes to Pierre Strong. Denver, right? I think Noah Fant used to play for Denver. I think that's correct. Let me verify that. Pierre Strong with a big hole, beautiful little cutback as I can't speak. Got too excited. But a nice little cutback for Pierre Strong finding some space. As I was about to look up Noah Fant, that's right. He was previously Broncos, yeah. Drafted by the Broncos in 2019, the 20th pick of the first round. Played with them until 2019 to 2021, and he's been with the Seahawks since 2022. As Cooper gets a quick throw to the outside, it is enough to pick up the first down. Now an empty set here for P.J. Walker. Four-man rush, well blocked, and he's got it complete to Kareem Hunt, playing running back out of the split wide position. Kareem Hunt's going to carry the ball, and Hunt is going to not quite have enough for the first down there, 3rd and inches, after he tried to stretch it out for it. Hey, Larry, welcome in. Kareem Hunt again on the ball carry, and he's got the first down easily and then some. And welcome in to you too, Dwayne. Go Browns. Hey, I'm glad to hear you're doing better there, Larry. Glad to have you back too. Thanks for joining us. There's a big 7-step drop, and a wide open Elijah Moore. Firing downfield was P.J. Walker, finding Elijah Moore after that 7-step drop worked out. And that's Moore's 4th reception of the ball game. Slightly thrown behind him, but it worked out okay. The old geezer from Blazing Saddles. I like it. That's good, Don. I'm sure I probably do. Now from undercenter, Pierre Strong, the ball carrier, searching for a hole. Nice little cut in the hole. Just shifty in the hole, able to make a man miss. 3rd and 4. Snap is back to the end zone. Touchdown! Cooper just stretches it across. And a nice effort here from the Browns, putting together a very nice, productive drive, as they have really had a lot of success against the Seattle defense. And P.J. Walker really having quite a game. So 8:42 here in the half. Browns are going to go up 21-7. And they seem to be firing on all cylinders. Defense is playing well. They've had a number of sacks already. And then, of course, the offense has been very productive, punching it in 3 times to the end zone each time. Really only had 1 punt so far. Their other 3 drives have all ended in touchdowns. Geno Smith hands it off, and Walker's not going to have a lot of space there. He has been bottled up. Only 3 carries, just 5 yards for Kenneth Walker. Hey, Sean, welcome in. Go Browns. Now setting up the screen. They've got it complete. The screen's going to work out to the outside, and not quite enough for the first down. We'll bring up a 3rd and 2. Walker picks up 6 on that screen. Had a number of blockers out in front of him. Now Walker on the carry. He's going to, just be tackled short. I think Mitchell came screaming in. And no, they're going to give him the first down. I thought he had him short. Cameron Mitchell could not hold him short of the line to gain. But I thought for a minute he had tackled him short. Maybe a bit of a generous home field advantage spot on that one. As Zadarius Smith makes a nice tackle there in run defense. And a TFL, in fact. Loss of 1. Yes, I did see that, that Hopkins had set that record. That's pretty awesome. Another nice run defense play, this time from Shelby Harris. Able to result with no yardage on that tackle. 3rd and 11. Now working out of the pocket. Geno Smith scrambling, and he's going to throw it away. 4th and 11. And the Seahawks will have to punt. Yes, I agree. Terrible spot, Mason. I thought for sure he was short. You're right, Don. Probably would have been a yard short spot for the Browns, but instead they get the benefit of the doubt and the first down. Was a nice tackle by Cameron Mitchell. Came absolutely flying up there to try to keep him short, but did not get the benefit of the spot on that one. As a nice catch up over the middle goes to David Njoku. 6-yard pickup. Yes, this would be a big win for the Browns here if they can come out of this game with a win. Very good Seattle team. They're also 4-2. So this would be a big win if they can find a way. That's what they've really done this year. Even with the adversity, as they've, in spite of the adversity, found a way. And that to me is the difference with this team, and that great defense really allows for a lot of that. As Pierre Strong finding a nice little cut lane and able to get himself outside for 7 yards. It's interesting they show injury graphics without anybody able to be injured. Of course, the injuries are turned off here in our sim. PJ Walker now settling in the pocket is going to get sacked. Young gets in there for the sack. And that will back them up to a 3rd and 9. Of course, that is true, not official. PJ Walker now scrambling, and he's not going to have enough. Had 2 men to beat there, couldn't make them both miss. And Love gets in there to hold them short, 4th and 3. Hey, Fellegren, welcome in. Go Browns. They are not going to go for this. They'll punt instead. Trusting to their defense. Fair catch called for. And that's where they'll take over at the 14. Hey, Wendell, welcome in. Yes, it's been a fun game. Go back and watch. Oh, that one nearly taken away. Cam Mitchell with a nice defensive play. I thought for a minute he might pick it, but does get his hand on it to bat it down. 2nd and 10. Yes, a lot has happened. Been a fun game. Sack right out the goal. Oh, that one should have been picked. I don't know what he was looking at there, but that was not a great throw from Geno Smith. Well behind his receiver and a better chance for the defender, but also ends up on the turf. Now Geno Smith out of the gun. Pressure coming! And Miles gets him! Zadarius Smith chases him right into Myles Garrett. And Myles Garrett isn't going to let that opportunity pass him by. And yet another big sack for this Demolition Dog defense. They have been so good in the 2023 season. And those two right there are a big part of why. Wendell, I saw it. At that point, the game was over, so it didn't particularly matter. The flag doesn't help anything. But you're right. There was a massive face mask on Kareem Hunt after he was in the end zone. But yeah, it didn't mean anything either. So certainly didn't affect the game. That's a big sack right up the middle. Nwosu gets in there. I think he's actually technically out. I think he's on IR, so this might be a little bit incorrect on the rosters there. 2nd and 15. PJ Walker now firing out to the outside, trying to get it to DPJ, but couldn't get it to go. 3rd and 15 now for the Browns. Yeah, I did notice an uptick of that, Don. The new rule coming into play, those fair catches on the kickoffs, where they get the guaranteed ball at the 25 if they fair catch it. I understand why they went to that rule. I understand why some teams would want to do that. It isn't my preference. I like the kickoff coverage and return game. Obviously the injuries is what they're trying to cut down on. But I had noticed that it started to creep up. I thought we'd see almost none of it, but we have seen it some. Now, trying to get away, an ugly throw. Not sure how he got rid of that one. But it goes incomplete. Didn't seem like it went past the line of scrimmage either. Probably should have been intentional grounding. 2nd and 10. As Gino now throws to the outside. Got it complete, but right there is Newsom able to make the tackle. 3rd and 2. Gino Smith now scrambling. Pressure in his face. Gets it knocked away out of his hands. Great play there from JOK to hold them short. 4th and 2, knocking the ball out so that they didn't have a chance at that first down. As Gino had to check down and even couldn't get that to go. So DPJ with the return takes it out to the 25. Yeah, no doubt. I agree with Mason here, Wendell. I mean, it's Michigan, so long-term they'll be fine. Now, that doesn't mean that there's going to not be a whole bunch of regime change and stuff going on. They're in some pretty deep, too, I think. It's looking really bad for them. PJ Walker throwing to the outside. Maybe, Sean. We'll see. I would be surprised, honestly, if Harbaugh survives it. But we'll see. As that one is unleashed downfield off the back foot. Somehow gets it to complete way downfield to Cooper. An impressive throw with 30 ticks left in the half and a timeout taken. Their 2nd now for the Browns. And the Browns with an opportunity to put more points on the board before the halftime. Now at the 46-yard line after that bomb downfield. Not sure how he got the power on it, but he sure did. PJ Walker. Now filing downfield. He's got a man to the sideline. Not quite out of bounds. Clock continues to tick. They're kind of taking their time here. DPJ quit dancing. You got to get the ball back. 9 seconds left. That was some serious mismanagement of clock. And finally a timeout taken. They're at the 28, so they'll just take the field goal. Probably wasted 2 or 3 shots to get a touchdown there just by mismanaged clock, but they do end up with the field goal as Dustin Hopkins is good from 45. Yeah, I mean, that's true, Wendell, but SMU is also not Michigan. Michigan is a major program, and the investment in that university in particular is huge. So they've got a lot more than SMU has going for it in terms of making that a viable program going forward. Now they'll probably suffer for a little while. We saw that out of Penn State too. Penn State had a lot of issues, and they did suffer for a while after that all happened and Joe Pa left and all that stuff. But they since have recovered and are a major program still, and it's not going to be long-term detrimental to Michigan, but it is probably, I would guess, a regime change. That is, yeah, it does seem pretty dumb. Like, what are we doing? I guess, I mean, to be frank, I guess, the pressure there at Michigan to win. I mean, the Ohio State had Michigan dominated for a long time. So the pressure for Harbaugh to win was mounting, and I guess so maybe he decided he needed to take some measures to increase his chances. And the fact that they got caught doing it. Specifically, I mean, the number of Ohio State games, particularly they went to go scout to get Ohio State calls. And they have the picture of that call sheet where the Ohio State players or coaches staff has confirmed that, yes, in fact, that appears to be our signal sheet with our signal set, which is pretty damning. But you know, it is what it is. PJ Walker now to the pistol set. Here in the second half, got it complete down to the Chief. And another first down achieved here. This offense has been firing on all cylinders. They've been very, very good. And they are driving here again. Now pressure in his face, trying to set up a little wide receiver screen out to the right side. Didn't work out. DPJ couldn't handle it. 2nd and 10. He'll hand off out to the outside. Pierre Strong with some room. And he's going to get the first down to the 27. PJ Walker firing downfield. Got to complete the Coop, and he's going to get down to the 3. Call it the 4-yard line. Sweet little play there as Amari Cooper makes some magic happen. A nice throw from PJ Walker. PJ Walker downfield, got it complete, touchdown, the Chief. And the Browns have struck again. They have been so good. And they deliver yet again on another drive. The Chief in plenty of space. Very easy pitch and catch. As they have now put up 30 points, soon to be 31. Yeah, no doubt, Fellergren. If we could get a performance like this out of PJ Walker, we are in gravy town with this defense. I mean, we'll beat anybody. We'll beat anybody in the league with a performance like this out of PJ Walker. Now, do I expect a performance like this out of PJ? No, but, you know, it would be awesome. This defense is great, and PJ Walker, if he could play to this level, I mean, that's really what you need out of Watson. You need this level of play, and that's what the vision is. If Deshaun Watson has the ability to play like we've seen out of PJ here in Sim, these are the kind of results you can expect. I mean, that's exactly what the vision is. 2nd and 1. Firing out to the left field side, and that one blanketed by Cameron Mitchell. Noah Fant to the receiver. It is a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And yes, they are a 3-point dog. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, playing out in Seattle, that's a tough stadium to play in. And this is a good team, both teams 4-2. So it should be a very competitive game. Oh, that one nearly picked. Should have gone for 6. Newsome just couldn't quite get the handle on it. But that one would have been, for sure, a defensive touchdown if he had just managed to control it. 3rd and 10. Now scrambling out of the pocket, pressured, and that one somehow comes out of his hands. Not a fumble. They call it incomplete. Probably should have been intentional grounding again. But a 4th and 10 nonetheless. And the punt unit comes out. DPJ with the fair catch at the 24. And that's where PJ Walker will take over. Walker, pressure in his face, going to take the set. Well, if you're just joining us, very much appreciate you being here. Very much appreciate our regular viewers and our Nagy Nation faithful. You guys are the best. You are the straw that stirs the drink, my friends. Very much appreciate having you all here. If you haven't had a chance yet to subscribe to the channel, would very much appreciate that as well. Also, likes help the channel. And we also have a Discord for this channel if you'd like to take that fandom to the next level. Link to that is in the description of this video. As Pierre Strong is going to escape out to the outside near to a first down, or excuse me, that was the original line of scrimmage. I forgot about the big sack, 3rd and 11. But if you'd like to do that, link in the description. We talk about all things Browns, all things NFL between the Sims, as PJ Walker is going to take another sack, and the Browns will have to punt. But we do have a live game chat that we set up for all of the watch parties for watching the Browns, so you're welcome to join us there. Also can vote on the games of the week that we'll bring to you outside of the Browns game. We'll always do the Browns game, but we'll also look at some other big ticket games that folks want to see based on who you vote for. So this time we're going to watch some Cincinnati, San Francisco action, as well as some Pittsburgh. Forgetting who Pittsburgh is playing. I said it earlier and I already forgot. But it's here in my text. Pittsburgh and Jacksonville, that's right. Pittsburgh, Jacksonville is the other game that we'll be bringing to the channel. Can expect those probably tomorrow and on Saturday, as that one is complete to so that's not DK, that's Noah Fant. But yeah, I can expect those coming up. Those were voted on our Discord, and that's how we chose them to be on our channel outside of this Browns game. Now an empty set. Geno Smith throws it out to the outside, incomplete. Third and 6 now. Smith working out of the pocket now, just going to take a big sack past the midfield mark now with another sack for Myles Garrett. He's got 1.5 on the ball game. I think that's what the stat said, 1.5. It seems low though. I thought he had a half, and then I think he should be at 2.5. That one certainly is credited to him, but I might have misread the stat line. Fair enough, Wendell. Fair enough. I'd like to see both of those teams win as well. That would be great for us. No, not fully cured, Don. Unfortunately, there are still a number of things that, you know, they've improved and yet not fully removed from the game that we'd like to see taken out. That being one of them, as the Chief is going to get that ball thrown to him out to the outside, an 8-yard pickup, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
Now a handoff right up the middle, works out. Pierre Strong, the ball carrier, and he's going to have the first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Cleveland.
The Browns now handed off. Kareem with all kinds of space, and finally going to be brought down at the 38-yard line. And with 4:33 in this ball game, the Browns are absolutely dominating it, trusting their run game because they can run out clock and should run out clock with a scoreline of 31-7. Snap is back. Throw is complete. He's got the Chief. 6-yard pickup.
Complete to David Njoku. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, Strong has been great in this sim. He's actually been pretty good in real life. I've been pleased with his running for the Browns in the few instances we've seen of him. But he's been great in this sim. Like this has been a great game for Pierre Strong. He has looked very, very solid. Of course, we'll see more of him as a minor high ankle sprain for Ford. So expecting Pierre Strong and heavy doses of Pierre Strong and Kareem Hunt in this game coming up. Snap is back. And throw out to Cooper, well behind him, but Cooper makes a great catch. Fakes the handoff, now firing downfield to the end zone, and that one is going to be incomplete. Looking for Cooper. Cooper couldn't quite cut him up with it. And a 3rd and 2, the result. Empty set, PJ Walker just with a little keeper, and he's not going to get there. 4th and 1. This is an interesting spot here for the Browns. Probably with this scoreline, they'll kick the field goal. But look, it's just a little delay, like a little option, like a little quarterback self-option draw. It was weird. It was kind of because he kind of scrambled out to the outside and then decided he liked it up the pocket instead, and by then the defense had kind of collapsed it a bit. Just a very odd little look to that play. They do take the field goal. Hopkins is good again. So 34-7 your score line here as the Browns will take the points. Return out to the 25, which is where Smith will take over. Yes, he has been very much on the positive side for sure with his carries. Been very good. Hitting holes quickly, decisive cuts, really well read, good vision, and then quickly through those holes too. So racking up lots of yardage after hitting the hole. So he's been good. I've been impressed here in the sim with one Pierre Strong. Hopefully we'll see that in the real game. That'll be awesome. Fourth and 1, Seahawks are going to have to go for this with the start of the 4th quarter. And a score line like this, they'll throw for it. He's got it complete. Tyler Lockett has the first down. Just his 3rd catch of the ball game. Both he and DK Metcalf have been very quiet in this game. DK Metcalf with only the 1 nice catch downfield. Tyler Lockett with 3, but mostly underneath work. Setting up a screen now to Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker with some space, and he's going to pick up a chunk. Brings them to a 2nd and 5. Yeah, he's been, special teams player of the week 2 weeks in a row, so he has been great. Probably a good chance to be the special teams player of the month, certainly. But yeah, he's been great. Love having it. Reliable, kicking over 50, kicked his, personal best at 58. I mean, that's pretty awesome, and we've needed those points. We've needed every last one of those points. He had 15 points in that win against the Colts, and you had to have absolutely every one of them to win. That one complete downfield to Lockett again. And a first down for the Seahawks, who are driving after converting that 4th and 1 way back earlier in the drive. But they are taking a lot of time to go downfield, and they've got tons of score to make up here. They can't afford a long, drawn-out drive here. 2nd and 7. Kenneth Walker, the ball carrier, he's going to have the first. Oh, no, not quite. They're going to spot him short, 3rd and inches. Yes, a lovely score to be sure. Welcome in, John. And I know this is for you. This is the team up north. So I'm sure you are very pleased to see this score line. Browns have absolutely dominated in all phases of this ball game, as the score does indicate. As the second time on the drive, Seahawks are going to have to go for it on fourth down, 4th and inches here. Firing downfield, he's got to complete. There's DK Metcalf. I believe that's just his second of the ball game. No, third reception of the ball game. Of course, most of those yardage was on the one throw. You know, I'd be surprised if we creamed them, John, but, you know, I'd certainly love to see that, naturally. But I think it's going to be a very competitive and physical game. And, you know, I will not, especially this year, I'm not going to discount or count out my Browns. I think they've got a shot to win any game with this defense. 2nd and 10. We'll have to see what the offense can provide, because the offense is going to have to be a part of the solution too, though. They have been great for the Browns in this sim, though. P.J. Walker has been excellent. 3rd and 2. Pressure coming and just gets it away. Breaking a tackle out there. That was Kenneth Walker, and he does have a first down, 1st and goal now from the 4. But again, far too much clock. They went for the 4th down, the first 4th down on this drive at the beginning of the quarter, and there's already only 9 minutes left in the ball game, which is far too much time taken. As a 2nd and goal now from the 2 after Smith couldn't get it in. Smith from under center pitches it out to the right side. He's going to be met way back there. Newsome knifes in and brings him down very quickly. A great TFL from Newsome. And now 3rd and goal for the Seattle Seahawks. Pressure coming, and then he's going to be hit. And I think they're going to say that's incomplete. Fortunate that wasn't a fumble. Okoronkwo affecting that throw. And a 4th and goal now, their 3rd 4th down attempt here on the drive that has taken far too long. Pressure coming, he's going to be sacked. Turnover on downs on the big sack from Zadarius Smith, who just buries Smith in the backfield on that sack. 4th down conversion, no good this time. 3 times too many for the Seattle Seahawks. And the Browns are going to take over. And that's ball game with 8 minutes left. 34-7 the score line. Seahawks had to score on that drive, and they needed to do it quickly. They did neither of those things. And the Browns are in the catbird seat now. From under center. Handoff goes to Pierre Strong, and trying to waste more clock. Are the Browns, as they should. 3rd and 9. Might have to throw on this down. They do play action, and they're going to take a sack. Not the worst outcome there. It does keep the clock ticking. Almost. That's the problem for every team, Wendell. You really can't afford to to consistently double team anyone on that D line, because you try to shift and take care of Miles. Well, Z's going to eat you up on the backside. You try to shift to both Miles and Z. Well, Obo Okoronkwo is going to eat you up. I mean, or Dalvin Tomlinson or any number of those guys. Hurst has been great. I mean, all those guys playing with. How about Jordan Elliott this last week? I mean, that dude has looked like an absolute stud for all the talk we had of why is this guy even in the lineup, let alone considered a starter. Look and see what he's done this season. He's looked great. The worst vegetable to take, it's a leek, of course. You never want to take a leak on a boat. That's good, though. I like that. Firing downfield. He's got it complete down to the 2. That's Tyler Lockett. 1st and goal from the 2. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I formation from under center. And their goal line set. All the big hog mollies in there, and they're going to score. Kenneth Walker gets in, but I'm afraid that's a little too late. Too little too late. Why wouldn't you want a leak on a boat, Wendell? Is that what you're asking? I mean, I think the joke is more the L-E-E-K versus the L-E-A-K. Oh, interesting. Did the Browns? No. What the heck just happened? The Browns hands team recovered it, dropped it on the way to the ground, and somehow Seattle ends up with the ball. That was some really weird animation. Not very realistic, but that's what they're going to do. Madden wants to give Seattle some semblance of pretending like they've got a chance, I suppose. Still a 20-point ball game, though. Don't think the Seahawks have 21 points in them to pull off this miracle victory with only 4 minutes left. Yes, L-E-E-K is a vegetable, and springing a leak in a boat, tends to sink them. So they're that's the joke, I suppose. Which is why you wouldn't want that vegetable on a boat as a joke. Pressure in his face, uncorks to the end zone, goes over the head of everybody. 4th and 5. That's right. Absolutely sink your chances of being productive. That's good. All right, Browns with the ball again. Oh, nice little stiff arm throw to the ground from Kareem Hunt. He's going to have the first down. Ticking under 3 minutes here in the ball game. As another turnover on downs for the Seahawks. So that onside kick goes for naught. The one that was very bizarre and should never have been their ball in the first place. But it matters not. As Kareem Hunt's going to carry the ball again. Both hands on that ball, and that'll just going to take us down to the 2-minute warning. So they did. So they did, John. And a little option keeper now for PJ Walker, just trying to hold on to that ball. Lots of space to do it with, though, and he's going to have a first down as the clock continues to tick. Fortunately, nobody taking their timeouts here because this game is well and done. 1:20 left. The Browns very much in chew clock, as they should be, with this big, decisive win here in Seattle, as they just took the Seahawks out to the woodshed and put them out of their misery here, as they have clearly been the better team in this matchup. There was no real contest. Seahawks really never looked like the better team at any point in this game. The Browns just dominated start to finish on all phases of the game. Browns had it completely well in hand, and that's going to do it. 34-14 your final here. The Browns take the Seahawks down. Go to 5-2. Seahawks 4-3 should this result hold.
All right, crazy game that was. Kit, thanks for calling it for us. How about Geno Smith today? 30 of 47, but just 279 as he was checked down Geno today. He did have the one touchdown in the game. Kenneth Walker really bottled up all day, 11 for 29, just the one touchdown. Geno Smith and DJ Dallas both stymied. And there's a couple of catches for Tyler Lockett to lead them, 8 for 78 to be exact, 6 for Walker out of the backfield. Noah Fant had the touchdown, 60 yards on 5 catches. DK with 4, JSN with 4, and then a couple of catches for the other receivers as well. Tackles today, how about Jordan Brooks? 16 of them, 13 for Jamal Adams, 11 for Diggs, and 11 for Love. 2 sacks for Mafe, 1.5 for Cameron Young, 1 for Nwosu, 1 for Jordan Brooks, and the other half for Jaron Reed. No interceptions. Again, the only turnover of the day for the Browns was Jordan Akins fumbling the onside kick after securely getting it. The legend of PJ Walker grows, 30 of 37, 292. That was 81% completion, 3 touchdowns, and most importantly, no interceptions. He has been very good in our sims, as you saw his stats at the very beginning of the game, as he's thrown 6 touchdowns in the 2 wins that we simulated with him at quarterback. 17 for 74 in the touchdown today for Pierre Strong. Kareem Hunt, 7 for 58. How about 8.2 a pop? And PJ Walker on a couple of scrambles, 6 for 44 today. How about the Chief? 14 for $111 and a touchdown. Cooper, 8 for 87 and a touchdown. Moore, 5 for 63 and a touchdown. 2 for DBJ, 1 for Kareem here today. 12 tackles for Newsom, 9 for Delpit to lead the team. 2 sacks for Z, 1.5 for Miles, 1.5 for Obo. Dalvin in the half for Shelby Harrison. Again, no turnovers caused by the Browns defense. But this was a fun one. Browns winning at 34-14. Kid will wrap it up for you guys. Go Browns.
Yeah, that one really was fun. And yes, John, this one is absolutely happening in Seattle. In fact, both Phil and I were looking. I have family in Seattle, so Phil and I were looking to see if maybe we could make it out to this game, but unfortunately did not work out for either of us. But it was fun nonetheless. Did enjoy bringing this one to you all. Be good, please. This time we get to say our favorite ending, which is Go Browns!